All right, it's Toby from Heavyweight MMA. Today with Stephen Erceg, fresh off his win at UFC289 against David Dvorak. How are you, bro?
Yeah, I'm feeling really good. How about yourself?
Good, man. It was great to see you get a win. I was supporting you, so much so that I even put my hard-earned money on you. So thank you very much for the winnings. Man, it's always good to see someone from Australia go and be successful, and you did it in a great way, man. Challenging fight. Wasn't an easy one for you, so it was really good to see you come through and get the win, eh?
Yeah, it was awesome to get 3 rounds in. Like, obviously the last few fights have gone first round, and they don't feel like fights, you know what I mean? So to get
Yep.
3 first, have to try to figure him out, get hit, some adversity, all that sort of stuff. It's good. That's how we do it.
That's it, man. When I watched it live, I kind of, maybe I was a bit biased or something. I thought he's done it easy. It's his. It's no problem. But when I looked back at it, today. It's a closer fight than I saw it when I first watched it. Right, like he was doing pretty well. Like basically through most of the fight, it was give or take. If some judges kind of didn't know how to score properly, they may have even scored it for him. Right.
Yeah, for sure. I thought the first half of the first round I won, and then he won the second half of the first round. And then it was basically the opposite in the second round. He won the first half, I won the second half, and the third round was a bit back and forth because I thought I was pressing a little bit more. So, yeah, I was confident that I won the fight, but you never know how the judges look at things and that sort of So I was glad that they gave me the decision.
That's it, man. So obviously each fight you pick up things that you can do better and that. And I heard you mention in an interview that you felt you could work your jab better in a few different ways. What sort of things did you learn apart from the jab that you can do better?
Decision making. So I've been I made a career of like jumping on submissions and finishing people with like pretty quickly with those. But at this level now, they're all tougher. They're all slightly better. I can't get carried away and start pulling people onto like pulling a guard and all that sort of stuff on a guillotine. I got to make sure that I'm on top. I worry about my position first, and then I can look for a submission. And that just means I'm putting myself in a better position overall to win a fight rather than I have to win it now sort of thing.
That's true, man. Do you think that's something owed to the magnitude of that experience being in the UFC, or it's the same thing you would have done if you were in Eternal?
Yeah, I would have done the same thing I was in Eternal. I'm my guillotine's one of my best submissions, so every time I get near one, I get a little bit excited, and so I just got to calm down and realize that if I'm going to guillotine, that's fine, but it has to be from the top position.
Yeah, man, and that's just maturity, right? Maturity in fighting, but yeah, definitely position before submission, as they say a million times. That's it, man. And also amazing to see that you got your 50K bonus on top of decent check for fighting. Anyway, I looked up online. You know, they're always just guessing, but it said 12K plus 12K plus 4K sponsor money. Is that around right?
Not quite.
Not quite. It's interesting because that's what they post, but I don't know where they get their figures from. I guess they're guessing. But needless to say, 50K is a decent chunk to put on top of an okay salary anyway, right?
Yeah, for sure. It's like enough to change your life immediately.
Man, lucky you weren't in Vegas, or you may have just put it all on the tables. 50K.
Tabling for sure.
Sorry again.
I was looking for a table in Canada. I wanted to put it all.
You know what? You could turn that 50K into something huge.
Off my apartment the same way.
Yeah, bro. So 50K, it's quite a bit of money to a lot of us, man. You mentioned that you're putting it towards a house, right? You should have said something exciting, bro. Just made it up. But yeah, you're not buying a new car or something. You're like straight into the bank.
Yeah, straight to the bank. Got to be responsible. Try to invest it, and eventually, hopefully, I can. When I retire, I don't have to go back to work if I don't have to.
Yeah, man. It seems like a bit of a dream experience, you know, from the outside looking in. You've been struggling to get over there just with your visa issues and that. You get there, you look like you're comfortable and like embracing it. You did really well, get the bonus. You must feel on top of the world after that experience, right?
Yeah, for sure. It's again something you work your whole life for, and it is surreal being a part of it. It feels kind of normal, which is weird, but at the same time, it's like every now and then you think about it, it's like, man, I was just like, I watch this on TV every week, and then I'm watching People are watching me now on TV. It's like, yeah, it's quite cool.
Yeah. And if you watch back the fight, I imagine you would have, right?
Watched it many, many times. Yeah.
So to hear DC and the guys talking about you, and it's not about you, bro. These are like superstars, right? Does that feel like a bit of a buzz as well?
Yeah, for sure. I've been a very big DC fan for a long time. To have not only having like commentate my fight, but even just having I had a couple of conversations with him,
Yep.
Paul Felder, for the fight, and so yeah, that's all really cool.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely an experience to take with me.
That's it, man. So, overall, the experience in Canada, man, I heard you mention that some of the things are kind of the same from the Australian promotions to the promotions over there. But what sort of differences were there? Like bigger scale, this sort of thing?
Yeah, I think the main difference is just how organised they are.
Yep,
Like
yep.
every day we're leaving at 3:30, we're leaving at 3:30. Everything's down to a science with them. There's no messing around. Everybody's well-oiled machine.
Yeah, man. Did it feel like is it a bit eye opening? Like, because obviously their press sort of thing must be a little bit bigger than it was back home, right? There must be a bit more focus on kind of promoting everything and just doing the little bit extra that they would do back on the home scene, man. Is that right?
Yeah, exactly. Everything's a little bit more detailed, a little bit bigger. But yeah,
Anything in particular that kind of got your attention or that shocked you, or all was pretty standard?
I was shocked at uh, how much they put into fighters' weight cuts and stuff. So they're like making everybody's meals. They're bringing everybody rehydration drinks and all that sort of stuff to make sure that everybody's healthy to the scale and is healthy after that to make the fight as well. So that was, I thought, very impressive.
That's awesome, man. And I imagine that when you do get the opportunity to go to UFC in the States or in Las Vegas, it'll be even better, right? Because it's actually kind of like their center, right? Like Canada's not their usual venue, right? In the States, they got all their setup there, all ready to go. Nice training center and everything.
Yeah, I imagine it will be better, but it's hard to believe that it could get better. Yeah, very was. So if it gets better, it's I don't even know I don't even know how to describe what it must be like.
Yeah, that's it, man. So I heard you mention too that UFC 293 coming up in Sydney is something that you'd like to do. I imagine that'd be the best place for you to kind of, reintroduce yourself to the Aussie fans, show them yourself in the big game, bro.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I know that a lot of people from my gym and friends and family, they wanted to come over to Vegas anyway. So it's going to be a lot easier, a lot less expensive, and I'll have a lot more people be able to come over to Sydney to watch me. And then, yeah, hopefully it'll be something similar to the Perth crowd, where like they're just absolutely nuts. Something similar would be, an experience again that you take away for a long time.
Bro, what sort of fights have they got lined up so far for 293? I know Ulberg's fighting, right? Who else is on the card at the moment?
I'm pretty sure. I know they got Izzy on the card, and they're waiting to hear whether it's Duplessis or Whitaker. And as far as other than that, I can't actually remember. I think they want to get Tai Tuivasa on the card, but
Yeah, for sure.
I don't think anything's actually officially announced, really.
Yeah, the only one I saw pop up the other day was Carlos, so it should be good, man. All right, man. So what's the ideal 2023 now? You're in the big show. You hit 293, do a cracker win again, bro, and then what's next for you?
I think I'd want to fight in like around December as well. I want to get 3 fights this year. Try to see if I can get to Rookie of the Year, and then after that, I'll be in a very good spot to potentially fight for a title in 2024 or 2025.
Who in the top couple of guys would you like to face if it was a title shot early next year or mid next year, whenever you're ready?
For the title or to get to the title?
For the title, bro.
Oh, I want to fight Brandon Moreno for sure. He's
Brandon?
the guy. I hope he keeps the belt, and as they say, it's going to beat the man to be the man. So, definitely want to fight him and prove I'm the best. And it's cool fighting a Mexican. There's something about it. Like they're tough. They're going to go forward. It's going to be a big moment.
That's awesome, man. Hey, has anything changed since you've been back home? You're probably already a little bit recognised, but any more recognition, any more business opportunities or anything coming your way?
I just get recognised a bit more. I was out at one of my teammate Richard Lockett's boxing fight the other night, and I'm like walking into the venue, like, oh hey, that's Steve Erceg, can we get a photo? Blah blah, which is quite cool.
Yeah.
So just getting more.
Actually, you mentioned people were coming up to you with to get your autograph on a picture of you, right? That's pretty sick.
Yes, that was really cool. I was surprised how organised people are. Like I just fought in the venue, and they're already got my my photo printed off in a file, ready to go for if they see me. So it's quite cool.
That's it, man. Awesome. So you and Della, both number 14, putting Perth on the UFC map. Soon it'll be time to get into the top 10, right?
100%. Yeah. It'll be cool to have both of our journeys sort of hopefully like progress at a pretty similar rate. Like he's ranked number 14 at the moment. I'm ranked number 14.
Yeah.
Obviously he got a huge fight coming up in July against Sean Brady. And that would propel him in. I honestly reckon if he beats Sean Brady, which I think he will, and he has all the tools to do, might be in the top 5 very quickly.
That's it, man.
I'm excited to. Obviously, I get to see him, and I train at Scrappy a couple of times a week. So, it's very cool for me to progress with him.
Yeah, it's awesome, man. Anyway, man, thanks for your time. It's been great to see. I really feel like, having watched you for a while, man, I really feel like in the ring and just out of the ring on the interviews and that, you've just suddenly stepped up a level just by being in that new competition, man. So it's really good to see. I'm proud of you from the Australian sense, bro, and can't wait to see the rest of your journey.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Cool. All right, bro. Thanks for that, eh?